That's not a good place to be. In fact, I think stuck is a terrible place to be. Because when you're stuck, you know you can go ahead, but you're not going. You know you can do better, but you don't do it. I think one of the biggest problems with people that are stuck, they're with people that accept stuckedness. You know, I understand why you're there, you see? And so you stay there. That's why it's so important you mix with people that won't permit you to stay there. They know that you're capable of better, and they're continually encouraging you to do better, continually encouraging you to stretch, go for more. Now, it never happens by accident, never. Discipline is something, to me, it's essential. If you don't have discipline, I don't think you have much of anything. If you cannot give yourself a command and follow it, you probably are not going to go much further than you are. You're going to have to tell yourself, go out and do this, regardless of how many things are outside trying to stop you. We say it takes guts. It does take guts. You can want stuff and you can want it, and we know it's good to want, but if you don't have discipline, if you haven't married the discipline and the wants, odds are pretty good it's not going to happen. You're going to stay where you are. That's not a good place to be. I haven't stayed where I am for many, many years. I'm continually on the move. Every day is a new day, man. I've got new stuff going on. I've got so many things to do, I don't even know how to get them all done today. So I do the very best I can. I mark down what has to be done. And if I have any time, then I'll get some of the other things that I want to do. But I've always got a lot to do. And I love it. I love it because I know I'm growing. And I know as long as you keep growing, you keep experiencing more. Life becomes a fascinating experience. Dean Briggs said something. There's times when nothing seems to be working and you feel just like quitting. You're so despondent, nothing's happening. He said, do your work. Not just your working no more, but a little more for the lavishing sake. That little more which is worth all the rest. And if you suffer as you must, and you doubt as you must, do your work. The sky will clear, and out of your very doubt and suffering will be born the supreme joy of life. Man, I'm telling you, I wouldn't want to guess the number of times I repeated that to myself. Do your work, Bob. Do your work. Do it. Just go do your work. I hope you enjoyed this video. We put a lot of good information up here, and it causes everything in your life to get better.
All right, welcome to day 2 of the Smiling from the Inside Out Challenge for Dentists. Welcome. It is 6:03 p.m. here in beautiful Orange County, California. Welcome again. Thank you for joining me here. Put in the chat here if you are coming here live or replay. Where are you calling in from? Let me know. How are you doing? The beautiful Tuesday. Let's see who's locking in here. All right. So this is one of the best investment in your time here, 1 hour here with me. Today it's a little bit longer today. It is one of the most important day of the 5-day challenge. Best investment here for your mind. You're here for a reason, not by accident, but by law. You attract this event to you. You attract me to you. You were looking for something and you saw what I post, or you saw the message and you joined. So today I will share with you the most important concept of this challenge. And when you understand this, you understand how your mind works, understand your belief system, your paradigm, and how you can change and achieve your goal, how you can smile again from the inside out. All right. So, how are you feeling today? Yesterday, the US team didn't get as many goals, but I think you did. You get your goal. You get your goal card. A lot of people reach out to me, uh, uh, DM me, and ask me about the goal card. So remember to write your goal card, post it in the group, private, send it to me to see if you write your goal correctly, because it's so important to move forward with a right goal in your mind. So I hope you're feeling amazing now that you know what you want, a C-type goal that will make you smile from the inside out again. Did you choose personal or business goal? Let me know in the chat. If you put a 1 if you choose a personal goal, put a 2 if it's a business goal. It doesn't matter what it is. It's a goal. It's your goal. So we had a Zoom earlier, and then we had some private chat with a few of the audience from yesterday that I was helping and guiding them to write the correct goal. And make sure that you write it with your handwriting to activate your mind. I will talk more about this later. So important for that, okay? Because writing creates thinking, thinking creates a feeling, feeling creates action and idea. So very important. And really applaud to those who do the homework and really spend time to write out what is it that you really want. Remember to save that worksheet that you have yesterday, writing out your shopping list, your bucket list, and then crossing out everything that's an A. So an A goal is something you've done already, know how to do. You've done it before. It's not inspiring. A B-type goal is something you think, something you know, something you plan and you can do. That is a B-type goal. A C-type goal is just something you so wanted. You want it with your heart and your soul. It's a fantasy. It's a fantasize. It's your fantasy. It's your heart desire. Something you really, really want. It's worthy of you and your time, your energy, and your money. But you don't know how. That is good. It's big and beautiful, scare you, excite you at the same time. That is a goal. That is a C-type goal that we're working at, because that's when you will spend more of your time, your energy, and your money on that goal, and you will get it within this 5-day challenge if you commit to doing it with me. Okay, and then you see that your A and your B goal will happen. So take that sheet and keep it and see how soon it will become reality. Everything I wrote, A, B, and C, become my reality way sooner. Some of them are 20 years sooner. 20 years sooner. I couldn't even imagine how my life would be if I didn't know this information. And I love it so much now. I wake up excited every single day because this is what I love to do. This is what I want to help dentists to smile again from the inside out, to create a goal, to achieve something that you never know. So keep that paper, okay? Do you really want that goal with your heart and your soul? That is the only requirement. And remember yesterday I was sharing, I was feeling bad for wanting more and for not being satisfied with what I have. That was a wrong belief. There's nothing wrong with it at all. Nothing wrong to want more. Your spiritual DNA want to express itself. You want to become more, right? We're here doing God's work, and God being the creation, we're here to create. What do you want to create? So I want to remind the importance of accountability and mentorship here too. I want to share with you my story, my everything I went to, and you can borrow my courage, my faith, my belief from me and the group. This is a safe group, so it's okay to share with the group. We all want the same thing here. We all want to smile from the inside out. We want to live our life to the fullest now, not later, doing what we love every single day, helping people smile, but you want to smile from the inside out too. So a warning today might be a little bit longer, okay, longer than 1 hour. I promised you 1 hour every single day, but today is so important because this is the most important concept, how your mind works, and it will change your life if you understand this, okay? So make sure you engage, you ask questions. So now let's start with the workbook, page 11. Open it up and let's follow this here. Okay, I'm gonna go over this question here. You can answer in the chat. You can answer by yourself by checking mark in your workbook. So first question, I compare myself with others. Yes or no? Just answer that. I don't trust my decision. I'm worried about other people's opinion. Number 4, I put things up until later. Number 5, I'm afraid to make mistake. Yes or no? 1 or 2. Number 6, I'm afraid of rejection from others. Number 7, I have trouble concentrating. Number 8, I have a problem with procrastination. Yes or no? Number 9, I don't feel like a great leader in my family, in my business, everywhere. And number 10, I'm afraid to sell. Okay, let's see if anyone put in the answer here. It's okay if you don't want to, you can keep it to yourself. You can mark it in your workbook, but do it with me. Now, this is a challenge, okay? Spend the time, do it now. On a scale from 1 to 10, rate yourself. First one, do you believe in yourself? Do others' opinion of you matter to you? Are you a confident person? Do you respect yourself? Do you appreciate your achievement? Do you give your all every single day? Every answer from 1 to 10, share with me here, put it in there, rate yourself. So look at the answer and be honest with yourself. If you're okay with the answer, if whatever the result is, great. You can go ahead with your goal. You can go and achieve that goal that you want. But if you are not, and you think there is something that holds you back, stay with us. You're in the right place. So remember, you are what you think about. This is something that all the great thought leaders, all the successful people in the world will agree into this. Success is 95% mindset and 5% strategy. With the right mindset, everything you touch will work. Every marketing strategy you touch will work. Every procedure you touch will work. With the wrong mindset, everything you touch will not work. Vice versa. So it's so important to talk about mindset and see where we are, where you are. And then today we're going to understand what is your mind. How is your mind work? What is mindset? Okay. Yesterday I said I will show you the how to accomplish your goal. And then today I want you to think about this. The how is not your job. Your job is to think about, fantasize about what is it that you want in your goal, the how is not your job. It is a universe job. The universe will give you the how. Only when you start to take the step, just take action to move you toward that goal. Remember, I told you to think of 6 thing, idea, action that you can do to move you toward your goal. What are they? You can share with us, put it in the chat, or put it in on your workbook from yesterday. It is beautiful to see how it's unfold. You don't need to know how. The magic is in the is when you see how it's unfold. It can come from anywhere. It can come from everything. There's no limit of where it's coming from. So today we're going to talk about your mind. So first question I would ask you this. We think in picture when I talk about, say, your car. What color is your car? Your mind will go into your garage and your picture of your car came up, right? What color it is? Mine is a Jeep Wrangler, Rubicon, orange. I love orange. So your mind will bring up the picture of your car, right? And you see it. You just picture it. It came up. Now, let me ask you about this. What color is your refrigerator? I just cook for the family. I normally cook for the family for every dinner. I just came down, cook, and then I came here to do this. So now you go to your kitchen in your mind, right there. Here you are, right in front of your kitchen. Look at your refrigerator. What color is it? Is it open left or right? Is it open in the middle? How many layers is it? And now when you open your refrigerator, what do you see inside? Some of you, I would say, you don't even have to go down there. You can just picture it and you can open it. You know what's on the left, what's on the right, where the eggs are, when the meat, when the vegetable are, right? So we think a picture. Now, when I ask you about the mind, what does your mind look like? So what do you think about? Are you thinking about your brain? Right? So that's what I thought too. We study neuroanatomy. We know how your brain works. We learn about all the cranial nerve, right? So, but that's not your mind, it's not your brain. We don't have a picture of the mind. So how can we work on our mind when we don't know what it looked like? No one have seen the mind. So your brain is not your mind. It's no more of your mind than your fingernail. So the mind is actually an activity. It's an activity in every single cell of our body. It's in our nail, it's in our finger, it's in your knuckle, it's in your elbow, it's in my nose, it's in my brain. No one ever seen the mind. So how can we work with something we don't know? So now, back in 1934, a chiropractor in San Antonio, Dr. Thurman Fleet, he wanted to treat the whole person, not just the symptom. He's a holistic doctor. So he wanted to create the mind. And after study, after everything, he came up with a picture of the mind. So this is the picture of the mind. This is a stick person. And when you understand this, your life will change. So this is the picture of my mind, your mind. There you go. You have a picture to work with now. We call it the stick person. So it have two circle. The big circle here is your mind, and it's divided in half. So the top half is your conscious mind, is your thinking mind. It connected your senses. You can see, hear, smell, taste, and touch. We can connect to the outside world, the conscious mind. Your subconscious mind is your feeling mind. It cannot reject. It cannot choose. Whatever your conscious mind accept on this level, it will go straight to your subconscious mind. Your subconscious mind have to accept it. So at the conscious level, you can accept, reject, or ignore anything that coming in from the outside. And when you accept it with a choice, when you choose to accept it, it goes straight to your subconscious mind. And then guess what? This is your body. Your body is the instrument of the mind. It will just do what your subconscious mind tell it to do. So that is our mind. I have some slide later. I can explain it further and how important it is. I did not know this. So remember, we went to dental school. We spent, I think, like 10 years total of professional school. We learned about neuroanatomy. We learned about how the brain works, but we didn't know about the mind work. So the mind is an activity. It's in every single cells of our body. So now with that, we're going to introduce you to the thick person concept. When you understand the mind, you understand who you are, why you do what you do, and you use the secret genie inside of you, and you can create anything that you want. You are a spiritual being. You have an intellect and you live in a physical body. You have a marvelous mind. You just have to learn how to use it to create what is it that you really want and to smile from the inside out. Okay, now let me share with you here. All right. There you go. Hello? Yes, I'm back. I removed myself so you couldn't hear me. All right. So this is your mind, your conscious mind, your subconscious mind, your conscious mind that directly connect to your sense, your five sense: hear, smell, see, taste, and touch. The most important two are see and hear, what you see and what you hear. And at this level, as your thinking mind, your conscious mind, you can choose to accept, reject, or ignore. Whatever I'm sharing with you right here, you can accept, reject, or ignore. So if it's something new totally to you, at this time, you can accept, reject. It's your choice. But whatever you accept, it goes straight to your subconscious mind. Your subconscious mind cannot reject. It has to accept what your conscious mind tells it to do. And your body will just do what your subconscious mind tell it to do. And then also, from our higher mental faculty, we have the sixth mental faculty that separate us from the animal kingdom. We have perception, reasoning, thinking. We have memory, will, we have imagination, and we have intuition. Okay, so that's what we have that we can use to apply and then how to smile from the inside out to create the result that you want. So now a little bit more on your conscious mind. That's where your thoughts are created. Your thinking mind, you can accept, reject, or originate idea from here. It contains your six intellectual factor. when information is impressed with repetition and emotion is passed on to your subconscious mind. So whatever I'm hearing, I'm sharing with you now. That's what I heard from Bob 2017. A lot of them are new to me. I never heard before. So I used to reject it. But being open mind, I open, accept. Whatever I accept, it goes straight to my subconscious mind. That's my emotional mind. It works in feeling. It creates an amazing feeling. And it must accept all the information impress you upon it through repetition and emotion. So if you're hearing this all over again, you're hearing what I share with you, you impress it on your subconscious mind, and then you create amazing feeling. It controls the vibration of your body. So when you tell yourself your goal from your goal card, the beautiful goal that you want, you keep saying it, writing it, picture it, writing it down, it creates an amazing feeling. And with that feeling, you're in a vibration, you're in a higher vibration, higher frequency, and an idea will come and you will take action when you're in that high vibration. This is the doing part. You're doing your homework. You're posting it. You reach out to people. You think about way of moving you to your goal. And then from this vibration of the body, you make decision. And the thought that held in your subconscious mind will become the action that you take. All right? And then action will in turn change the result in your reality. So now, thought energy. This is law of the law. One of the great law is energy just is. Laws of cause and effect. Thought is just energy. It can be good, it can be bad. It can transform from one form to another. It can never be destroyed. It just transforms. So when a thought comes into your mind, when I share with you what I share today, what is it that you're doing in your conscious mind, this conscious level? Are you accepting it? Are you rejecting it? You have a choice. So now, whatever you accept, it goes straight to your emotional, to your subconscious mind. That idea will cause an emotion. When you touch that goal card, when you read your goal card, when you think about it, when you picture in your mind, beautiful goal came up. And it creates you, it caused you to feel good, feel great. And that emotion will alter the vibration in your body. You're going to feel amazing. And that vibration will express to action. You're doing your homework, you reach out to people, you think about what you can do to move you to that goal, and that will alter your result, your condition, your circumstance, and your environment. And guess what? The universe will cause a reaction based on what you send out, which alters your result. And that is when you quantum leap and your result happen way sooner. So now going back to your small little life or my baby life, everything that's happening in the baby environment is going directly into the baby's subconscious mind. Remember, from 0 to 5, maybe to 7 years old, our subconscious mind is wide open. We didn't have the ability to choose our thought yet. You can reject what you hear from the surrounding, from parent, teacher, culture, from the music, from the news, from whatever it is that's going out around you. Everything happens around you will go directly to your subconscious mind. And that creates your belief system, a self-image of who you are. So now, with my story, you can relate. I grew up in Vietnam. I was born in 1970. And the Vietnam War ended in 1975. I was 5 years old. I grew up in a lot of limitation and poverty. We lost our house after the war. My dad was captured into after war prison. We have nothing. Similar to what Bob, Bob grew up after World War II. He shared in a lot of the video, and you see it before. So there was a lot of similarity in my upbringing and with Bob. So I grew up with that, a lot of limitation, a lot of poverty, poor conditioning around my mind, scarcity and fear with the war going on, uncertainty. We don't know what's going on. 5 years old, we lost our house. My mom has four of us. She was about 29 years old, and my dad was in prison for 7 years. No house, no job. I didn't know how we survived. So all of that goes straight to my subconscious mind. So guess what? It created a very poor self-image in myself. I was very shy. I was very timid. I would never speak up. I would never share like this growing up. So I came here to the US when I was 21 years old with no English, no money, and I didn't know what I was doing. I have a very poor self-image. But then moving forward, okay, now talking about how your thinking create your result. Now, if you permit your present result right now where you are with your current result in any area, your business, your financial, your physical body, your relationship, your spiritual, your belief, if you think from your present result, it will control what you think, and your income cannot improve, your health cannot improve, because from this result right here, it creates a certain thought in this level, and create this feeling that's not feeling good at all. That's why you are stressed, you are anxious, you're not happy, you're not smiling from the inside out. And then it would cause some action. You might think, oh, I can do this, I can do that. You try so many different things, and then you get the same result. And that's frustration. And it happened over and over again. You see how important it is to understand how your mind works? That's how your mind works. Now, with the new goal, and you thinking from the result that you want, the goal that you wrote in here, you're not thinking on your current result. This is your current result. This is your goal. You think from here. You picture your goal from here. You are in this high vibration. It's going to feel amazing. You're going to feel amazing in your mind. And when you're in this vibration, you're going to feel great. Remember, your thought create your feeling. You're going to feel great. When you feel great, you're in high vibration. You could attract to you idea from the universe, idea from wherever it is, from your phone, from your email. You bump into people, someone like been offering something and you've been denying it. Now you allow yourself to accept it. And you take action. You make that call, you email someone, and that is when you produce result. The universe will counter that action with the reaction, that quantum leap your result. And then you wake up the next day and you will be thinking, this is your result, because you already think of that. So thinking into result, so important. Are you thinking from the result you want, or you are thinking from your current result? That's make the big difference. So now, this is the Proctor Gallagher model versus the organized educational model that we have in our school system. Every school, doesn't matter how good the schools are. So a lot of that we hear and see, we gather information, we know. a lot. We have degrees behind our name, but we're not doing what we really know. So now, with Bob Proctor model, we listen, we see what I share right now, what Bob's sharing. We learn from a different level, but we take action. We do it. We do it from the thought, from the vibration of the goal achieved. And then that's when we alter the result. And I have not seen anything better than this program out there that give me the fastest result I want. I've done so many other things to come to this conclusion. This is one of the simplest, easiest one when you understand the stick person. So simple. So now I want to go over the 7 level awareness real quick in here. Okay, so we all start out with this the first level, going back here, the one level is just like animal. We react a lot, fight or flight. Animal doesn't have the ability to think, to use the higher mental faculties, so to react. So maybe I used to be like this. I react to everything on the outside instead of using my thinking from the inside. The mass is the second one. It's the paradigm. It's a conditioning. I will explain the word paradigm a little bit later. It's a multitude of habit. It's a belief, a cultural belief, a system. We're all doing the same thing in school, right? We all want to do the same thing. We don't want to do something different than other people. We are afraid of what people think about us. So the third level is aspiration. You desire something greater. You writing down your goal. You allow yourself to dream. You allow yourself to write it down, what you dream, instead of holding it here and not sharing it to anyone. The next level is individual. You express your uniqueness. There's no second you. You are so unique. There's no one like you. You express yourself to your thinking to become who you want to be, who you were born to be. Now, the next level is discipline. Discipline your thinking. You give yourself a command and follow it. You're taking that action and make that decision. You hold yourself on that thought of you already have this goal. And then the next level is experience. Your action change your result. When you take action, when you do your homework, you commit, your result will change. And then the last level is mastery. When you respond, you not react to everything around you. You think and plan from the inside. You're living from the inside out. And you have full control of what you think, what you feel, what you act, and you control your result. So now, when you move to a higher frequency, you'll be communicating with the world totally foreign to and beyond the reach of your 5 senses. You're not reacting from here. You're vibrating from this level of the higher self. You become who you want to be. You become that person who already have your goal. You're going to act like him. You're going to think like him. You're going to behave like him. And that is when the universe will bring the how to you. So now, there's a difference between wishing for a thing and being ready to receive it. This is taking straight out from the book Think and Grow Rich, Napoleon Hill, that my mentor Bob Proctor studied his whole life. And this is what he teaches. No one is ready for a thing until you believe that you can acquire it. The state of mind must be belief, not mere hope or wish. Open-minded is essential for belief. Closed mind will not inspire faith, courage, and belief. Remember, No more effort is required to aim high in life, to demand abundance and prosperity that is required to accept misery and poverty. We have a choice. Are you choosing to accept? Or are you choosing to ignore what we are sharing here? You want to think positive or you want to think negative? It's your choice. So now, the moment your belief match with any state that you fuse with it, and this union result in the activation and projection of its plot, plan, condition, and circumstance. This is when the universe will bring the how to you, the resource, the money, the people. This new state of condition, of conscious awareness, become your home from which you view the world. It is your workshop. And if you are observant, you will see outer reality shaping itself upon the model of your imagination. So activate your imagination, dream more, fantasize more. What is it that you really want? That is the only requirement that you need. Okay. So now, in other words, when you're understanding the power of your mind, visualize your heart desire, what your goal, and when you hold it, you attract to you all things required to the fulfillment to the law of vibration. So this is what we teach. And with repetition, you will understand it. You start to think only about what you want. Only thinking about what you want. All right. So I hope that will help to understand. So now, with that, looking at your current result, right now, and you understand now your current result right now was create from your current thinking. If you want to know what are you thinking on the inside, look at your result. Be honest with yourself. So paradigm is a multitude of habit, a belief system that you learn from growing up from a very young age. What you believe about everything in this world, yourself, everyone around you, the world, it control your time. Your use your time, it control how to earn money, it control how you behave, how you think, how you feel, how you act, how you see yourself, and how you see the world. Your paradigm and your self-image control 95% of your life. And imagine if you don't know how to use your mind, but your subconscious mind is in control 95% of everything you do right now. Your result is being controlled by belief you don't even know that you have. Now go back and look to your little life when you're growing up. What was it that you hear and see every day around you? Because right now you're making decisions you don't know you're making every single day. So one example for this would be, before knowing this work, I used to think and worry about a lot of things. And whatever I worry and doubt, guess what? It become a reality. Anything I think I worry about, it come true. So when I learn about this concept, I only think about what I want. I only think about my goal. And it's a practice, just like dentistry, like you practice dentistry. Maybe you have a habit of thinking about what you don't want, worry, doubt, and fear. And that will transfer to worry, doubt, and fear. It creates anxiety, discomfort. and you're in a horrible state, horrible vibration, and you're not at ease. Lesson tomorrow, day 3, I'm gonna go over fear, because fear will come up when you start to thinking about what you want and you grow out and you're actually doing it. I will explain to you tomorrow about fear and how to remove fear, how to overcome fear, and then move forward. Okay. So what was your life look like growing up? What was some of the belief that you hear growing up? Are they true or are they not? Guess what? A lot of them are not true. A lot of my belief growing up was not true at all, now that I know, but it came from 100 years, generation before me, from my great great grandparent going down to my great parent, my parent, and then my parent. They did the best they could with what they know, but they didn't know about this. They did not know about this. I'm the first person in my whole family to understand this process. And now I'm teaching, I'm helping my family of both sides. I'm teaching my children this because I want to change this moving forward. So I carry with me a lot of limiting belief, wrong paradigm from Vietnam. I also carry with me a lot of good paradigm, a lot of good belief from Vietnam. And now I'm marrying it with amazing belief paradigm, belief system that I learned here in the US. So I got the best of both worlds, the best of being Vietnamese, growing up in the culture I was, and I bring it here. I put it with the best of what we learned from here. And I'm grateful for that. That's what I share on the 250th birthday of America, for being 35 years living in America. I call it my home now. I live more. I live in America, in the US more than I live in Vietnam. 21 years in Vietnam and uh, 35 years here. Now I think in English now. I'm fluent in Vietnamese and read and write in Vietnamese, but I think in English now. So my thinking is in English. That's a different process to think about, you know. So there's so much I can learn now. I continue to change my paradigm to a new one, new belief system. And I still have a lot more. That's why I'm working on myself every single day and studying, learning, and then changing my belief system every single day. Now, we have an exact process how to change and shift your belief to conscious repetition by replacing old habit with new one, new thinking habit with new thinking habit. So now I'm not shy anymore. I'm not holding back. I'm expressing myself. I'm sharing what I know. I was not doing that back then, back in Vietnam. So now everything in the outside is a result. Your outside result is a reflection of what you think in the inside. But you have full control of what you think now. So to control the result, to change the result on the outside, you can do it easily by controlling the thought that you think on the inside. You are not responsible for the program you have, because someone else, it can be culture, religion, parent that program you when you were young. But you are responsible for changing it. And don't use your childhood as an excuse. I used to use my childhood as an excuse. Oh, I grew up in poverty, this and that, blah, blah, blah. But I am responsible. I'm 100% responsible for what I think, what I feel, and what I do, and my result. So growing up in Vietnam, we used to be afraid of what we do, because our parent will say, what would the neighbor think? What would my parent think? What would your friend think? But the truth is, most people don't care. They are too busy worrying about themselves. I would even think that. The most important is what you think about you, not what other people think about you. That's one of the fear, primal fear that I will talk about tomorrow, that we all have as human. And those worry and doubt will deteriorate your self-worth. And there's no freedom in that. Authentic living is when you wake up with your goal in your mind. You know who you are, but most school and even the best university don't teach that. So many people with many degrees wandering around, not happy, not healthy, and not wealthy because they don't know. They don't know how to think and use their mind. Many dentists, healthcare professionals too, are not happy because they don't know how their mind works. So, what is education? An educated person is not a person who have degrees behind your name. Bob was not an educated person. He didn't go to formal school. He had 2 months of high school and he was kicked out. But what he had is the ability to relearn, unlearn, and learn new things. And he did that for his whole life. New idea from mentor, new idea from what he want next. So an educated person is someone who can evaluate your belief. Everything that you know so far is you learn. Every fear you have is learned. So when you learn it, you can unlearn it, you can relearn it. And if anything that does not serve you anymore, you can let it go and adapt new belief. You can use your imagination to create new subconscious belief, create new vibration, new self-image of who you want to become, and then take aligned action. The only thing that stops you from your goal is your paradigm, your thinking. You are the only problem you will ever have, and you are the only solution. I remember Bob used to tell me that. And now I understand I am the only problem I ever have, and I am the only solution because I have a mind and I can think. I can create whatever I want. Your outside result is the reflection of what you feel inside. If you're feeling stuck, sad, and frustration, upset, it's from your thinking, and you can change that. So now I have a very easy process to change that. Make sure you take good notes in page 12 to understand how your mind works and then start to apply it right away. Now, in page 13, I want you to be honest with yourself and answer what is your strongest paradigm. Now you know what paradigm is, the belief system. What are the thinking that you're telling yourself every single day? When you think about your goal, what came up? Do you believe in yourself and your goal, or you don't? You have about 78,000 thoughts a day. What are you thinking about? Law of cause and effect. Your current result is from your past thinking. So to change your result, you have to change your thinking, change the way you think. And I will show you how now. No. So how much have your paradigm cost you so far? Your belief, whatever you believe so far. In money, how much does it cost you? How much does it cost you of not having that goal? How much time and energy and money does it cost you for what you think, what you believe so far? And you can change that. How much does that cost your family for you not getting your goal, knowing that you can? You have unlimited potential. How much more will you pay if you don't change? Ask yourself that. And then on page 14, choose one habit and one belief from the list above that you write down that you want to change. So first you write down 5 things you know you should do to achieve your goal, but you don't do them. That's a limited belief. That's your paradigm. And then write down the 5 most destructive beliefs you have about your goal, about yourself. When you think about that, what came up? What came up? What else? For me, it was I'm not good enough. My English is not good. There's a lot of things I don't know how. There's so many things to think about. So now I want you go to the workbook, page 14. You choose one habit and one belief from the list above and write out the formula for a paradigm shift. It's very easy. Once you identify that belief, that it came up every time you think about your goal, everything you have about something that you really want. You're too old, you're too young, all of that. You can create an opposite belief and affirm that with new action. And you apply that right away by creating an affirmation. You can write out something like that. I'm good enough. For example, if you want to believe it, I'm not good enough, I don't know how. You can affirm by writing this down as an affirmation. Write it, read it, listen to it multiple times. I am good enough and I was born with everything I need to be happy, healthy, and wealthy. With that new belief, I do more, live more, and change any area of my life that I'm not happy with. So now, from all the years that my mentor, Bob Proctor, working with people, helping people from all over the world, there's only 2 ways to change. One is an emotional impact. Something really bad happened to you or to your environment, like 911. Everyone remember that, right? It will shock you, make you want to change, but we don't want to wait for that. Normally, it's something really bad happened to you or your loved one. We don't want to wish that to anyone. For me, it was losing my dad in 2012 within 6 months of pancreatic cancer. He was so healthy, and boom, he was gone. And then he gave me a life lesson to follow. That life is so short. You want to live more, you want to be happy. And that led me to meeting my mentor, Bob Proctor. And it led me to change my life. And then, so the one way to change is emotional impact. It's mostly negative. And the second and the most reliable way to change, the best way to change, is spaced repetition. Saying your goal, impress your goal on your subconscious mind. Now you know what it is, with support of an accountability group. With a group like this group we have here to hold you accountable for what you say you want, you impress on yourself, on your subconscious mind, what is it that you want? Okay, let me share with you one more clip about paradigm so you understand more of what it is.
What makes a child grow up into the human being he becomes?
Paradigms.
conditioned way of thinking, why we do what we do.
That paradigm is nothing but a multitude of habits. A habit is an idea that's been programmed into the subconscious mind over and over and over again.
It controls almost everything we do.
Your paradigm controls your perception of situations, controls your effectiveness, dictates your logic, controls how you utilize your time. Your paradigm controls the amount of money you earn.
We get people to understand how that conditioning was formed and how to change it. Unless and until we understand that, we're not going to have a big difference in our life.
If you're not getting the results you want, your way obviously isn't working. Why don't you try ours?
To be able to shape your future, you have to be willing and able to change your paradigm.
The paradigm is so big, and most people don't even know what it is. They really do not understand it.
It controls us so deeply. It controls companies. It controls families. And it's so insidious you don't even know it's happening.
Most of the beliefs that you're operating with, you did not evaluate. You did not originate, but you got them, and they're controlling your life. And some of those beliefs are absolutely absurd.
We have to change if we're going to have growth. It is essential.
You can change how you look at anything. Yet it's a good idea if we change how we look at our own life. And let's start living the way we want to live.
I don't know anyone better than Bob Proctor to get you to see what's right within you.
There is absolute perfection within every one of us. The trick of life is to bring that perfection to the surface. Yet doesn't matter what you're doing, the essence of you wants to express itself in a greater way.
It's not who you are that holds you back. It's who you think you're not.
When we fully realize that thought causes all, we'll know there's never any limits that we ourselves don't impose.
All right. That was a great video about paradigm and belief system and how you can shift it. And we are, this is one of the easiest way. It's a repeatable process that it worked for every single one, anyone. It worked for Bob, it worked for me, it will work for you if you apply it. I have a couple of the slide here that I missed earlier. I want to share with you now. So this is the definition of paradigm. A paradigm is a mental program that has almost exclusive control over our habitual behavior. And almost all of our behavior is habitual. So this is what controls 95% of every single one life. Doesn't matter who you are. We all have a marvelous mind. We have our mind, but if you don't know how to use our mind, then our mind is being controlled by someone else. whatever is that outside that in control of us, that programming us. You can change that. So now, going this back to this baby, remember, you as an infant right now, your subconscious minds are open. So TV, newspaper, radio, other people, whatever going on around you, go straight to your subconscious mind because you didn't have the ability to choose your conscious thinking. But now you today, are you have full control of what you can accept and think here. Are you still letting radio, other people, TV, newspaper controlling what you want to think? Or you're not? I don't watch TV anymore. I don't listen to anything that does not help me toward my goal anymore because it will. If you listen to anything negative, it's controlled here, and then your subconscious mind will accept it. It will create a very bad vibration. You feel bad from the inside out. So tomorrow I will explain more on the process of how you become so stressful, anxiety, and disease or disease, even cancer. When you understand the process, you can reverse that. You can prevent that. So your paradigm is in control of your life. All of this, it controls your ability to earn money. It's in control of your perception, your use your time, your creativity, your productivity, your logic, your effectiveness. It controls all of that. And you can have control over your paradigm of the way you think. So remember, I shared this earlier. School gave us valuable knowledge. However, school never taught us how to alter our old paradigm. We paid $100,000 years in dental school, professional school, but I didn't learn about paradigm. I didn't learn how to create new paradigm, new belief system until I met Bob at 46 years old. So what happened? We do not do what we already know how to do. We have superior knowledge, but we have inferior result, and it caused confusion and frustration. This was me back then, before I met Bob. So if this is what is you with confusion, frustration, and anxiety, depression, and you not smiling from the inside out, it's a great news because now you know you can follow this process and you can change the result that you want by creating new paradigm. I just shared with you earlier how to identify the two paradigm or two limiting belief and then shift it to a new paradigm, new belief that support you with what you want. One more, this is important. Your subconscious mind cannot tell the difference between what you imagine and your reality. It cannot tell the difference between your dream and your reality. So whatever you wrote in here, whatever you fantasize about, whatever you dream about, daydream, you picture it in your mind. Your subconscious mind cannot tell the difference. It thought it was real. There's an example here. It's a Harvard study. I don't remember the detail, but there's two basketball team, professional basketball team, about the same level. They're about to do a 3-point shooting contest. Team A will go out there and actually shooting it for a certain time, like an hour or so, practice shooting it. Team B would not do that. They just sit there and close their eye and visualize, picture in their mind that they're shooting the 3-point. And then they went out and do the shooting. Guess who won? Team A, of course, because they actually did the work. But team B is just a little bit below, even though they didn't do it. Guess what happened? Your subconscious mind, their subconscious mind, remember, I saw this before. I've done this before in my mind. I remember doing this. And then, boom, they make the shot and it came in. So they're a little bit behind without doing it. They practice in their mind. They imagine it in their mind. So this is what we're doing here with your goal. You read it twice a day, early and late. Why early? Yesterday I said, I want to share this with you. Early because early in the morning and late at night is when you are half asleep and half awake. You're in that I think, don't quote me on this, it's alpha state. Yes, it's the alpha state. So you are half asleep, half awake. Your subconscious mind is open to receiving. Okay? I verify that with you. And then at night, right before you go to sleep, you want to marinate your subconscious mind. You need to sleep. You go to sleep, your subconscious mind never go to sleep. It's always open. It's always working. That's why when you say the last thing, you say your goal is the last thing before you go to sleep, it will start looking inside of you. It will start looking, searching for the information. Everything you need to be happy, healthy, and wealthy, it's already inside of you. Just like the book that Bob said, you were born rich. Every single one of us, you, me, everyone, you're born rich in all areas, not just money. With everything you need inside of you to be happy, healthy, and wealthy, it will search, it will draw from inside of you what you need. It's inside of you already. But when you're doing this process of writing your goal and thinking about what you want to do, what action you can do, picture it, go into your mind in that vibration, it will activate something in you, and you wake up with idea, you wake up with creation, you wake up with a great vibration, and you're gonna reach out, you're gonna find the people, you're gonna talk to people, you're gonna bump into the how, and that's the beauty of it. I think that's what I have so far for that. All right. So now the goal of day 2 today to understand that change often triggers fear, and then you can become anxiety because all your old belief can kick in. So in tomorrow, day 3, I will show you how to remove your fear, how to understand the fear, and how you can use your mind, how you can use this mind of your marvelous mind, the stick person, to impress on it what is it that you want, and only accept what it is that you really want. And then it will create an amazing feeling. You're going to feel amazing. You're going to smile from the inside out again every single day. You're going to wake up excited about what you want to do, what you love to do. You only do what you love to do. And your body will just follow it with action. So come back tomorrow. We have the same time, 6 p.m. I want to share with you amazing process to go through. And remember, homework for today is I want you to take a photo of your stick person note from page 12. What you understand from today, what I share, and then post it on a Facebook group, post it on the WhatsApp group. Remember, it's a safe group. We want to understand, and then when you share like that, you have a different understanding. A lot of people can learn from you, Just like dental school, we take note, we share note, right? Sometimes we don't understand what the teacher is saying, but from each other, we share, we have a different view. You might understand it differently than someone else in this challenge. So by posting your note, you give someone else your understanding. You might see an aha moment on someone else's note. So I encourage you to share, show your note, and then take action. Remember, follow the exercise and really be honest with yourself. Identify the two most destructive beliefs. What is it that you tell yourself every single day? I'm too old, I'm too young, I'm not good enough, I don't know how. Whatever it is, that's your paradigm talking. That's your old belief, old system, old conditioning. And it's not true. You have a marvelous mind. You have unlimited potential. You can do whatever it is that you want. You can create the result that you want. If you can think it in your mind, you can hold in your hand. If you can picture in your mind, it will become reality. And you have done this before, all of us. You thought about becoming a dentist before. You didn't know how. You didn't have the money. You found the money. You enter the school. You graduate. You become the top 5%. You graduate. You become a dentist. So now at this stage of your life, wherever you are, what is it that you really want? You can use that process again. You used it before without knowing it. So one of the things that I understand and learn from this is that I understand how my mind works. I understand why I did what I did, going back to all the way from my childhood. There's a chain of action that I took that caused me to be who I am today. Same to you. There's a lot of decision chain of action that you make to bring you to where you are now, right? A lot of us are considered very successful in other people's eyes, but it's not in our eyes. Why? So that was me a couple of years back too. I was the first dentist in my family, top 5%, top career, earning top money. But I didn't feel good on the inside. Why? Because of the thought I think. So now I change that. I don't think about that anymore. I don't worry. I don't doubt. I don't fear. I only think about what I want. And with practice, I impress in my subconscious mind only what I want. I will ignore anything else. I reject anything else. You have that choice. It's your choice. When a thought comes in, you can think good about it or you can think bad about it. If you think it easy, it becomes easy. If you think it hard, it becomes hard. Why you want to be hard? Right? Life is easy. It doesn't have to be hard. And I can show you how. So if you follow the process, you only think about what you want because you wrote it here and you take action. Keep thinking about it. It will happen way sooner than the date. Remember, you put a date on here when you want it to happen. It might happen way before the 6 months that you set. Like if you want this goal by the end of this year, if you follow this 5 day and you really put action in, some people have a breakthrough by the end of this challenge. But you got to do the work. You got to take action. You got to commit. You got to believe in yourself. Thank you for being here. Have a great afternoon, night, morning from wherever you are. Thank you for sharing your precious time with me, learning, studying together. Remember, if I can do it, you can do the same or even better because we are all the same. We all have a mind. you can do whatever you want if you put your mind, your heart into it. And I believe in you. Take care. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye.